Shalom. Before I begin this video, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakodash, and also double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that continually roll very well to this very day. Also, shalom to the whole elect that's continually plotting in this work, in this labor of love, giving diligence to make your calling and election sure, in faith, true sincerity, and also in all charity. Now, it's going to be a quick impromptu video. I'm in transit. On my way headed back from the camp. I believe I'm going to title this video as The Time is Short. Alright, or whatever the Spirit allows me to title this video as. But the key thing in this video is just to remember that we're running on borrowed time. You know? Even though we're in this thing of ours, we're in this truth. You know, we're getting ourselves together for the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Alright? And see, us on this side, on the right hand side, we understand that, you know, the time is, you know, really the time is short, like, you know, like I mentioned before at the beginning of the video. The time is short. Therefore, you know, in this time, you know, we're scrambling to gather ourselves together and get this knowledge, this word, so we can be found acceptable in the eyes of Yahweh Shai, you know, basically getting ourselves together, getting our minds right. See, we know this, and also the elites on the left-hand side, which are the international banking families, the so-called elites of Esau, or the Edomites, which that's the true biblical nationality of the so-called white man. They know that they're on borrowed time as well. All right? They know that time is running out because our Lord Yahweh Shai, he's getting ready to bring down heavy judgment on this place, America. The reason why, you know, these things are happening around the world concerning wars and rumors of wars, concerning famines and earthquakes in diverse places, concerning the signs in the heavens, the moons. You know, these are things that happen, and our Lord Yahweh Shai spoke about these things that were going to happen before the time of the end. All right? That's what he's telling the disciples. But the thing is that, you know, in this time right now, you know, it'll feel like it's tarrying, pursuant to Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. It'll feel like it's tarrying, but guess what? When it gets here, you know, it's going to be, everything's going to come to pass, and everything is going to fall through at the blink of an eye. All right? Now I'm going to go ahead and jump to the precepts. Not going to make this too long. 1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter, and verse 29 says, "But this I say, brethren, the time is short." And that's right. Even Paul understood that the time was short. Even though back during that time, you know, especially with the disciples, they were asking Yahweh Shai, who these people inwardly called Jesus, when the Lord was resurrected from the dead, they asked him, well, since he was resurrected from the dead, was he going to restore the kingdom to Israel? All right, and he told them that, look, it's not for him or the disciples to know, or the angels to know the time, the appointed time to when everything is gonna come to pass, and that Yahweh Shai was gonna restore the kingdom to Israel. All right. But like it says right here, it says, "But I say, brethren, the time is short." So that's talking about right now. All right. Like it says in the book of Romans, it says, "The things I written aforetime are written for our learning." Okay. Reading on, it says, "It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none." See? Because we're not in time for you know, laying up with your woman, man. You know, it's a time and place for that, but you know, really our minds are tied to this word. All right? Because think about it, man. Would you rather have your mind wrapped up in the ways of this world when Yahweh Shai gets back? Or would you have your mind prepared and ready for when Yahweh Shai is making his return, you know? So they can give us the intents of our heart, so they can give us the kingdom. All right? You got to ponder on that, man. All right? Now, verse 30. It says, "And they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not." Right? Because in this time right now, man, we're laying up treasures in heaven, We can care less about the treasures that's here on the earth. With this fiat currency, these FRN, these dollar notes, IOU notes that's being used in today's currency, today's economy. That has no weight. It doesn't have any value. All right, compared to the value of what we're going to receive after the destruction, after the prophecies all come to pass and Yahushua returns and establish the kingdom. All right, because even Paul made a statement on that saying that he, compared to obtaining Yahushua, he counted everything else as dung. All right. Verse 31, it says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. Right, so the fashion of this world, the ways of this world is passing away. All right, so we ought to use the world and not abuse it. Okay, so if you know in your mind that this place is gonna fade away, then you already know what time it is. You already know the type of spirit that you're gonna be in. That means you have no ties to Babylon. You have no ties to America. You cut off all your ties to the harlot. All right. And now your life is tied to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right. So I'm gonna go on from there. And like I mentioned before, these devils, they also know that their time is coming to an end. All right. Just like it. All right. It's Revelation, the 12th chapter and the 12th verse. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Right. And that's why we're rejoicing, because we understand that the Lord has shortened these days specifically so that we won't be destroyed. That's spoken about in the book of Matthew. I'm going to get that in a second, right? So it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. See, there's a flip side to it. So you're going to have the men of the Lord is going to rejoice at the coming of our Lord, and then you're going to have ones that's not so happy about it, man. All right, they're not so happy that the ruler, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords is making his return to establish the government. All right. So again, it says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you. Right, which the devil that the Bible speaks of is talking about the so-called white man, Edom. Okay. For the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. That's right. So this devil has a short time. He's in that little season. All right. And that little season is running its course. Okay. So I'll go on from there. It's the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter. I'm going to start at verse 21. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor ever shall be. Right, so Yahushua even told his disciples, which extends unto us, is that there's going to be great tribulation since there was the beginning of the world. All right, so no other event that has ever took place on the planet Earth, even 70 AD, when we were persecuted by the Romans and we fled out of the land of Israel. And then you got the ones that were driven out, especially ones into the mountains, and were starved to death. All right, that time that happened during that time in 70 AD, during the Roman onslaught, it's not going to compare to the times that we're coming into right now, man. Which the times we're going into is Jacob's trouble. We're spoken about in the book of Jeremiah, the 30th chapter, the 7th verse. All right? Because that time of trouble, when it happens, man, look, like it says right here, is there's going to be no other times that's going to compare to what's going to happen to our people here on the soils of America. All right? Now, reading on, verse 22, it says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, right? So the reason why the Lord said this is because those days got to be short, man. The times continue that they were right now, then nobody's going to get delivered. All right? So that's why we consistently hasten the days of our Lord's return, man. So they can come back speedily and execute judgment, okay? It says, then should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, right? For the sake of the elect, the 144,000, all right? The men of the Lord who were slated for salvation, okay? It said, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, right? So that's why in this time right now, and you even notice it, the days have been shortened, all right? Weeks go by fast, man. Months go by fast. Years go by fast, all right? The reason why is because our Lord has shortened the days, all right? Now, you know the Lord is not a man that should lie, so he has shortened these days, man. So that's why time has been moving faster than usual, all right? You even got Jake that's not in the truth know about this. They notice that the times have been moving faster than usual. All right. So again, the time is short. So therefore, while we're in this time right now, actually, we have one last precept. Right, it's the book of Luke, the 21st chapter. I'm ending off on this. It's at verse 17. It says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but there shall not an hair of your head perish. Right. Another reason why the Lord is shortening the days. All right. We're going to be protected, especially during Jacob's trouble, man. The elect, Lord willing, we're part of that number. We're going to be protected in those days, man. That's why he said that not a hair on your head is going to perish. Okay. Now that's true protection right there, man. All right. Verse 19, it says, in your patience possess ye your souls. All right. So there, right there, it says, in your patience possess ye your souls. So right now we're in our patience and we're possessing our souls right now. In other words, that's the reason why I said at the beginning of the video is that now in this time we're getting our minds together. We're getting our minds right for the return of our Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So we're possessing our souls right now, man. All right. We're leaving off the works of the flesh and we're tying in ourselves into the works of the Spirit. All right. We're possessing our souls in this time right now. Okay. Because our souls is the link between us and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. That's why the Lord, everything the Lord's been doing now is spiritual. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and end off on that note. And Lord's willing, this was edifying to the body of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, to the members of the Holy Elect. And until next time, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Chakodash. And also double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that continually rule very well to this very day. Shalom, peace and safety, salutations to the Holy Elect that's continually plowing in his work and giving diligence to make your calling and election sure in faith, truth, and sincerity, and also in all charity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.